Hey y'all, my name is Lisa Major Elders and I currently reside in Double Oak, Texas, about 30 miles from Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, and I want to tell you my heart story. It is Heart Disease Awareness Month and tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and I think the best thing we can do for our hearts is to take care of them, so I want to share my story with you. In October of 1996, I was 28 years old and teaching an aerobics class when I suffered a cardiovascular collapse. At that time, I had a near-death experience where I was bathed in the most beautiful, pleasant, peaceful, loving white light that you ever could see, and I know, and still know, that I was in the presence of God. I wasn't expecting to die at age 28, so I had no idea where I was, but I saw the happy faces of people who had passed on before. It's very hard to describe in earthly terms because you can't. But just take all the human negativity out of love, and that's how it was. But it wasn't my time to go, and so I came back, and basically the voices were telling me, it's not your time. Whether it was the voice of God or angels, I'm not sure, but I knew that it wasn't my time. I came back. My son at that time was 18 months old. His name is Zach. He is now 16. But I'm glad that I've had a chance to survive for him. I was implanted with my first defibrillator in 1996 after this cardiac arrest, and I have survived and done well for a while. I worked in cardiac rehab and in a cardiologist's office as an exercise physiologist, helping other heart patients, and that's been a passion of mine. I went back to school for nutrition to become a dietitian and to help others with the nutritional part of taking care of a chronic illness. In my case, it has been adhering to a low sodium diet, low saturated fat to protect my heart health from any future events. I have had 4 implantable defibrillators. I had my second cardiac arrest in 2004. After having such other health issues as a carotid body tumor removed from the right side of my neck and a fractured back in 2004, then my heart started acting up again. As I tried to go back to swimming, I received 3 shocks in the pool. I only remembered one of them and went to my cardiologist the next day, who gave me a lecture and then put me in the hospital and got some things straightened out. Each time that I lose consciousness, I can't drive. And I did well for a while, except we tried to do an ablation when I had lots of ventricular arrhythmias and was getting lots of shocks. And that seemed to help for a while, helped me feel better. And then in 2007, I had my 3rd cardiac arrest, the scariest one to date. It was 10 shocks from my implantable defibrillator. It took the ambulance 15 minutes to get out here, and I was walking around the neighborhood, and luckily I was able to yell out to some neighbors, I'm about to pass out, please call 911, and I didn't know if I was going to make it out of that one alive. I just had that feeling of impending doom. So my son and my husband made it before the ambulance made it there. They took me to Denton, Texas, and then I was, once they interrogated the ICD and saw that there were 10 shocks and how serious it was, they care flighted me to where my doctor was in Fort Worth, so I got to ride in the helicopter, which I don't remember a lot about. But I did make it back from that. I had a heart transplant workup, but it was decided that I was too well for transplant, but basically just too sick to do everything that I still wanted to do. I still wanted to be able to run, but it became obvious that I wasn't going to be able to do that when each time that I tried to run in recovery, I would go into a ventricular arrhythmia and get shocked. And, you know, you get a little gun shy when you get a lot of shocks. And so for a while after shock episodes, I lose my confidence and start to fear doing too much. So I have had this dream of doing the Appalachian Trail, and I have made 2 trips out to the Appalachian Trail, starting in Georgia, my home state where I grew up. And I did well the first time last spring, or in spring of 2011, but then in October of 2011 I didn't feel as well. When I woke up one day after a long day of hiking, I woke up because I felt like I'd gotten a shock, and as it turns out I had. And so I became a little hesitant to do much hiking, so I haven't done much since. I'm currently going to go through a nuclear stress test and just see how I'm doing at this point. But I have been stable, I've been blessed, and I'm grateful for every day. And I'm grateful every day that I see the sunrise and sunset. And I want to be an inspiration to others and be there for other people who are going through chronic illness, because we are survivors and everybody's surviving something. I work with girls with eating disorders. I work with those with a poor relationship with food, and I just want to show people that life is worth living, and it's too short not to enjoy life and live life to its fullest. So I hope by hearing some of my experiences that this will help someone, that you can contact me anytime, and I always have an ear to listen. So this is my happy Valentine's Day to you. This is my heart story, and I hope that you will take care of your heart. Thanks.